Always remember, whenever you hear the mainstream media parroting the same narrative, all at the same time, acting like they care about our well-being, you have to remember, they are paid actors reading a script, most of them completely disconnected from our reality. This is important. When you hear them speak, that script was given to them by a higher power that doesn't give a shit about you and your family. And if you pay close attention to what they're really saying, all they talk about is fear, war, trauma.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms
to push their own personal bias.
And agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Are immortal. They don't want you to know that. They want you to go to school and learn a little bit of bullshit. The kids ain't even learning cursive writing no more. Why? Penmanship is the end-all, be-all to existence. If you don't know how to write, you can't do nothing. Where do you think the first book came from? Somebody's mind. And guess how they got those thoughts? Through meditation, from the cosmos. Why you think they can't figure out how they built the pyramids? Why they so indestructible? That's metaphysics. That's what they not giving us. But guess what? We taking it back. Because there's an awakening in the midst. Tonight is a full moon. Meditate in it. Cleanse yourself of that negative energy. Stop watching that television. Turn that radio off. Stop eating these genetically modified organisms that they got for your ass to transmutate into what they want you to be, which is nothing. Okay, because that's what they are, and they know that, and that's why they need you to be where they at, so they can try to figure you out, but they're not never going to do it. Watch that movie Interstellar. It tells you how they have an expiration date. If we're not here, the earth will naturally cleanse itself of its parasites.
We want to make clear to you that you definitively are not the dominant race here on the earth. There are more species of beings here on this earth than you could comprehend at this time. And yes, they're three-dimensional, different types of species of beings. There are many levels within the Earth ship. There are many areas and many spaces that they live. They can travel interdimensionally. They can come to the surface. They can go back into their level. There's a lot going on. We really want to kind of encourage you to know this. Everything that you've ever watched science fiction-wise is not fake. It's real and very true, very true. We think that perhaps you may also be asking is if this is new, if this has been somehow a massive over-invasion or over-infiltration, and we will say no. It has always been here. There's a huge mix here on this Earthship, Master, of species, and they intermingle with each other, which is how your DNA strand is got all the vast and varied aspects of it. You are not human. You are a light being expanded from source, which is you, and you are wearing a costume that you identify as being a human being.
There's people walking around out here that are soulless avatars simply operating on matrix programming. They're living, but they're not alive. And they're all around us. They're all over the place. People that have never woken up to who they truly actually are. They simply are operating on the code that they've been programmed and given since they were born, since they were even in the womb, at gestation. The same code, just running on programming, never exceeding the programming, never reprogramming the programming, never editing it, never hacking themselves, just running on the pure code and living a complete lie, believing that they're alive, but they're not. Too many times we get the information, like the information I'm giving to you tonight, and then we just keep on scrolling, we keep on moving on. Wait a minute. Sit down and meditate on it for a second. Let the knowledge seep in. Stay in the present moment. Let your mind start to vibrate and get on the frequency of understanding. Let your mind begin to ask more questions so you can seek more answers.